É basicamente isso.
Looks like we are just about ready to get started. I'm going to go ahead and pass this over to PlasticRainbow running Tomb Raider, the Angel of Darkness. Let's get a round of applause for him, guys.
Okay, hello guys. It's like 4:30 a.m. and I don't
Opa,
know
vai
how you guys
começar?
are still awake, but
Tá. Esse jogo é um pouquinho só um pouco, mais quebrado que o outro.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Eu acho que vocês não vão notar isso.
And this
Então eu
is,
peço que
Tomb
vocês
Raider, The Age of Darkness. As the tip
prestem um
said
pouco de
before,
atenção,
it's a
porque
cult classic.
talvez eles não consigam
Like,
entender
half
os
of the
glitches.
people says it's one of the worst Tomb Raider game, but other half says sometimes sarcastically, but sometimes genuinely says it's the best Tomb Raider game. But
By worse, they mean the best.
Eles são um pouco mais
so
discretos.
if you don't know why this game is referred as the worst Tomb Raider game, just watch the run. The game will speak for itself. Oh, by the way, for someone who might have just tuned in, let's have a little couch roll call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Midge, or Cody, either way.
Tippy, smooth operative, howdy. Bexky.
Yeah, there you go. So the time per starts when the per little screens ends, so it's kind of hard to do a countdown. So I hope that's fine. So yeah, so let's go.
Woo!
So go.
Yeah.
So we will start with the
Beleza.
first glitch
Nesse
of this
início
game
aí,
called the safe
ela já
crouch.
vai
You
meio
just
que
crouch and click
bugar.
mode. You can just
Quando
click
você
through
se
and
agacha
move.
com a
So that
Lara,
frame
você meio que
time will
atravessa as
be
paredes.
we're going to just ignore that
Alguém
and just
achou
go
que
inside this
será de boa?
unfinished area
Aí ela
that's
tá meio que
almost
numa
the
área,
game.
se não me engano, se era pra ser
So,
tutorial,
I
alguma
did
coisa
just
assim do
some
jeito, do
like
tipo.
climb up on this nothing and
Então
jump
ela
on
tá
the
subindo ali
wall
na
and the first
coisa
level
invisível.
Fun.
Yeah,
E
we're on to the second
é.
level, and the goal is to basically go to the top floor. So
Mas
what we're going to
basicamente,
do here-
se ela se
let's
agachar
put the back up here.
daquela forma,
We're going to just
ela
get
atravessa a
inside the
parede.
elevator like this. There you go. It's easy. So yeah, walls practically don't exist in this game. And also, anyway,
Se paredes eram
according to the
opcionais no
cloud,
outro
the
jogo,
cloud is a fugitive
paredes
right now,
praticamente
so
realmente não
it's
existem
used
nesse.
by the cloud all the time. Although we never actually saw anything closely, but she was. So we'll see
E ela vai
how
fazer
she
isso
deals with the situation like
muito.
here. So first, we're going to go to the rooftop, which is the next level for it. So here we go, and we just roll and jump to the wall again, and she escapes. Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. This is probably the one of the highlights of this game. Talk with the Mademoiselle Carvier. Yeah.
Aqui vai rolar uma cutscene um
We
pouquinho
can use
longa.
this time to appreciate this great voice acting and her lovely French
É a versão de
accent,
PC.
but I think I probably need to explain what just happened at the last level. So in this game, there's the glitch we call the trigger bug. So trigger bug is when in certain instances, somehow the game thinks that the Lara just hit the almost every trigger across the entire map. So,
Mas eu me
if we
pergunto
can hit
como
the
é que
end level
os
triggers with it, we can
desenvolvedores
just
não
skip
descobriram
everything
isso.
and just move on to the next level. So, jumping
Porque
to the
realmente
wall
só
is the
agacha e
one of the
vai,
toughest method to pull up trigger bug, but it requires a setup. So it is not a thing that you can just get it every time by just randomly jumping into it. And also, we won't be using trigger bug for every level, because in some levels, the end level triggers are bound to like certain actions. Like on the second level, the end level triggers was bound by our opening a certain door. So in those cases, we cannot end the level using the trigger bug. So that's for it right now. There's a few more things I need to explain, but there's another speed trick that I'm going to explain that I might think the Twitch chat's going to love it, because it's an Alt plus F4. So in this game, Alt plus F4 is actually helpful. So when you press that, you get the exit game message, whether you're going to quit out the game or not. Now, we can use it
Posso estar enganado, mas se não me engano, o runner é coreano.
Now, what that does is that normally
Se alguém
there
quiser
is,
confirmar pra mim,
one
fique à
cutscene right
vontade.
after this dialogue. But however, the exit game message will interrupt that, and when you get out of the
Cara,
message, then the
não
game
vai ter tanta
forgets there was
cutscene,
a
mas vai ter
bug,
muita
so
tipo
we can
troca
use
de
the
tela.
control.
Grande
So
parte
we will have it right here.
da run
You see
realmente.
the exit game message will pop up, and then we just completely skip the cutscene here. This is a little bit faster compared to the normal cutscene skip methods, so we will be using that throughout this run. So So as again, we jump to the wall and now we are somehow
Eu acho que vocês
teleported.
já entenderam o que eu
This is
quis dizer
because
com
actually
troca de
this
tela.
map doesn't contain any end level triggers. So we'll be heading
This
to
fade
the
in,
pawn
fade
shop that
out
actually has end level triggers.
vão acontecer
So we
bastante.
don't have to visit any other places like nightclubs and gyms or graveyards, and we don't have to talk with anyone. So
Certainly not Janice. Bye, girl.
yeah. And here's the pawn shop. And we do some jumps, and we are out of this place. And also,
nem
we will
bem
no longer
load
see
mesmo,
Lara
né?
in double dead end. So
Que é rápido, né?
here's the Loverstone
Não dá nem
drain.
tempo.
Very technical level.
Ela entra numa sala, já troca pra outra, já faz alguma coisa, já buga mais.
And now you can see I'm jumping over the stair because it's just a lot faster than just going up normally.
Esse jogo também praticamente não vai ter
And then here's the one step
luta
I'm going to
nenhuma.
do. I will try
Não
to
vai,
flip
não,
this
quase
wall.
não vai trocar tiro com
Okay,
ninguém, nem nada.
I did early there. You need a specific timing for the safe crouch, and I probably need to load the safety save that I just made. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going
Nice.
to.
There you go.
Now I'm at out of bounds, and you can see I can just completely skip this room right here. But I still need to be careful
Out
because
of
there's
bounds,
actually no more floor on
but-
the right side. So walls don't exist in this game. The floor does. So she will just fall to the endless void if I go to right. But now we're through. There we go. Now, actually, you might think that I'm still at the out of bounds, but it's actually inbounds. It's just that we completely skip the loading triggers, so every textures and enemies are not here. But we can still pick up some items, so that's how why I just pick up the hustle item there. And this is the part I need to focus here. I think Kyle should explain what's happening here right now.
Yeah, Plastic's trying to go through this sort of deloaded section, and there's not too many hazards, but like Lara can hit a wall and then it will slow her down. So
Yeah, the collision from the wall still exists, so
It can.
Bom dia, Skadmon.
turn it, yeah. So it's like you're kind of walking around the void trying to
okay,
escape.
that's one. Yeah, there we go.
Nice, got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, okay.
There you
there you
go.
go. Very
Nice,
nice.
nice,
That was good.
So this
Okay,
is another
voltou.
trigger bug, but this is actually a bit special one because this skips over like 7 levels. It saves like 10 minutes.
Aparentemente, se você ficar batendo muito a cabeça na parede enquanto dá essas piruletas, você buga o jogo. Não sei qual é a ciência por trás disso, não.
Which
Mas
means
tá
that if
funcionando.
you do a trigger bug, you also hit the trigger that makes game think that you visit the level a second time. So you can just skip everything and just go to, come back to the galleries again. So there you go. You do another trigger bug, and now we are out of the lure. And you will be going to the bunker's apartment, which will have a first boss fight in it. So yeah. So we obviously need to be prepared. So Couch can explain what's happening right now.
Plastic's picking up a certain amount of ammo, and when Lara doesn't have a weapon, he's able to pick up as much ammo as he wants before picking up the weapon. So when you pick up the weapon, that's when there's only a maximum amount of ammo that can be picked up.
Yeah. Oh, here's a very important thing coming up. I hope you're ready for this. Yeah. It's that infamous line and the very famous ability upgrade system of this game. This allows to Lara to sprint, which is very logical thing.
Vamos tentar atravessar mais uma parede.
Normally, you have
Funcionou,
to pick up one of the
aparentemente.
items in this room, which will initiate the first phase of the boss fight. But nah, we're going to just jump straight into the last phase, and he will be a blessed sponge.
E agora, aproveita enquanto vocês veem uma das poucas lutas do jogo. É bastante intensa essa luta.
Oh boy.
I've never seen that. Yeah, was there a laser?
E ele errou ali.
Just a little misstep.
Yeah. The control gets really wonky when you're in the combat mode.
É bom que a gente vai poder ver a luta de novo.
Donation again.
All right, we got a $10 donation from Cumulo. I woke up for the gym and thought I would watch some GDQ. Turns out that Plastic is the most fun runner to watch. Good luck.
Thanks.
Eu acho que tem
The good
duas
luck came
lutas
in
no jogo
after. It
inteiro,
was too
velho.
late. That's what happened.
Pelo menos na run inteira, não no jogo.
So this is the part where I use the health item to pick up at the galleries. And it's over. Yeah. he was supposed to fall down and roll down the floor, but when he dies, he just stands still.
Yeah.
And we're now at the Paris, and now we're Prague. And this level, Monster and Crime Scene, has a pretty interesting history in it. So, so Couch can explain that too. Yeah.
You want to take this one, Bex, or?
Yeah, so there used to be a strat where you have to talk to a guy called Ludic.
Yeah.
And at any point in the conversation, the game can freeze and crash.
Rapaz, eu acredito que isso nunca aconteceu antes.
Over and over and over in the game, you can't proceed.
Não vou saber lhe
Put
responder.
soft locks and you have to reset.
Yeah.
reset.
It was the infamous soft lock that used to kill a lot of runs, but recently we found a way to skip this by following the specific route that you just saw. It is possible due to the debug trigger that's placed up above the map that there's no way to get there using the intended mechanics. So, thanks, Steph.
Yeah, Ludic killed a lot of runs.
No.
Yeah. If you want to know about the soft lock, just Google the term Strahov isn't that far in the Google, then you will mostly found the Twitch clip by the Kedrab, the world record holder, suffering from the soft lock. So yeah. Anyway, this is the level Estra Fortress, which introduced 2 more tricks. Now there's actually more glitches to showcase here. So we're going to first break Lara's leg by jumping on this tire. So you heard it right. We break Lara's leg. Then it makes look like her leg disappears if you go to this spot, but it is actually not. It's just that her leg is stretched across the entire map that allows us to do this.
Yeah.
So you can see something is definitely not right. So,
Ela vai
so this
ficar
is a
andando
glitch we call the
reto aí
long range
até
glitch, which means
chegar ali
that
na
she's trying
frente.
to pick up an item that is
Ignorando
normally out of
tudo.
reach. It's only possible when
Aparentemente
her
nada
leg is
tigela.
broken. So by using that, we can just skip a lot of stuff in this level so much that we actually need to backtrack a little bit. So there's a little really finicky jump that I need to do.
Mas se não me
and I
engano
think
agora,
I got
que
it first
tá
try.
meio
There
que
we
tendo
go.
que tomar cuidado com
Yeah.
isso.
Yeah.
Normally you would come out of that vent, but yeah, good job.
Yeah.
There's a spawn trigger I need to hit. Boop. Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
So he can troll me like there's an annoying bug where the enemies in this level can drain your HP in a matter of seconds, but luckily that didn't
Ué, tinha outro cara, não lembrava desse cara aí. Então são 3, eu acho.
Now,
Não são
by the
muitos,
way,
esse jogo
after
não
I
tem
jump,
muito
some of
combate
you
não.
might have noticed that after I jump, I do a quick. Okay.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah,
Lara.
that's what
he was in
the
bad mood.
enemies in this level like to do to you. So, oh, by the way, I got the really lucky ammo drop, so which allows us to do this.
No.
There you go.
Yeah. Then he doesn't have to crouch and do the.
Okay, that is definitely not what I want to do. I just wanted to get out like this. There we go.
There you go. There
Yeah.
you go.
Before I was talking about the quick save load I did while I was doing the jump. So whenever you are while in the middle of the air,
Vai subir na caixa pra poder desviar dos laserzinhos.
press quick save quick load.
Ativar, né?
Somehow games give you a little bit of speed to Lara, which allows her to jump a little bit more higher. That is the trick we call the moon jump, and it will be very useful in the later part of the game. So remember that. So. This is by research facility, and there's a bit of downtime here. So I'm going to share a little fun fact about this speedrun. So Trigger Bug and the leg break glitch is the 2 main glitches we use in this game that allows us to skip most of the stuff.
Mais uma porta atravessável.
Although this game is notorious for like many bug and glitches, this is not the type of the glitch that you'll encounter in the casual gameplay. Because it requires you to run in this game on the specific executable files that people doesn't know it normally exists, and also even if you manage to run in the files, there's a chance that you will never get these glitches because it does not work on PC with AMD CPU. It only works on Intel CPU. It's not a problem with the CPU itself. It's just that this game's code is, again, a bit broad. So that's why we actually have a quote-unquote patch for AMD users who want to run this game. So it's kind of a mod, but we just decide to allow it because it's less stupid to having to buy a new PC or CPU just to run the game. So So I hope no one bully us from the community decision.
No bully.
Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, again, dark area.
Mais outro out of
Because we
bounds.
completely skipped the loading triggers again. Okay, this game is called Angel of Darkness for a reason. So
Absolutely.
yeah, there will be Angel Part 2. So now I will go on to this pipe here. Okay, I need to get into the right position and the right angle. That seems good. I'm going to do some moon jump to move on to the another pipe. There we go.
Nice.
And then we're going to jump to the other side like this. That's what's really good. And then we're going to hit a specific custom trigger. And after that, we're going to again find the right angle. There we go, and drop down. And do a swan dive, which will give us the trigger box. There you go.
There you go. Very nice.
Okay.
A boy
Thanks,
Curtis.
guy.
Now this.
So yeah, here's Curtis. Some people don't know there is even a male. Okay.
You know what?
Let's just
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
So there is actually a male playable character in this game, surprisingly.
Tá.
This
Em
is
breve
what I
vai
want to
ter
do. You can
mais
click
outro
the floor
outro,
like
se não me engano.
And he can also do some parkour. There we go. And surprisingly, he can also clip through walls with his crouching animation. But it is kind of similar to Lara, but this time it's actually a little bit different. So you don't need any well-timed quick save load for Curtis. You just need to crouch, and that's it.
Aparentemente não é só Lara que tem o poder de atravessar paredes. Esse cara aí também tem.
When they try to fix the game in the right place. So we actually we down passed this game for the speed run. So yeah. So okay, I'll be opening this door just to get into the right spot, and then we're going to do another set of moves that break Curtis' leg again. There we go, and do some runway pickup splits. Now I will be try finish trigger bug again, but yeah, some of you might have wondered why I never do a trigger bug. I don't really do a trigger bug at every start of the level. This is because since the trigger bug is basically hitting the multiple triggers at the same time, there's a chance that certain triggers get in the way of activating the N-level triggers, like this custom trigger at this bend. So in order to finish the level, we need to get rid of those triggers first, and then do a trigger bug like this. Let's see the setup works. There we go.
Got it.
By the way, I hope the game's fine. There
Okay,
might be a little frame drops here. It likes to do in this level, but I hope it doesn't happen. Yeah, it looks fine.
Seems fine.
Yeah. Anyway, this level is the maximum containment area. We'll be just go straight to the boss fight, the proto fight, by just opening some door and just casually clipping through some. So this will be another time for Restream donation. So.
Oh, thank you very much. We have a $250 donation from Vert133. Love watching GDQ and watching games I've played get plays in ways I've never even considered. Movement and skills being done makes me wonder how much these guys love their games to play 30 seconds of a game and restart when they go for world records.
Aparentemente esse cara passa com mais facilidade até do que ela, Lara.
Keep up the good work, guys. Always a pleasure to watch. And $5 from Lara saying, "My leg."
Help me, Lara.
My leg.
My leg is trying.
Anyway, here comes one of the well-designed boss fight in the Tomb Raider game history. There you go, the Proto Nephilim fight.
Okay, let's go.
Here we
Yeah, this is very challenging, as you can see.
E aí, mais uma luta. Basicamente vai ficar atirando nessa coisa aí durante bastante.
The game really tries hard to make player believe that this Proto-Nephilim is a very dangerous creature, but then you get this boss fight. Like, if I repeat the same thing, you just saw 3 more times, and that's it. And also, this boss fight contains one of the hardest and the most inconsistent trick of this game. It's called getting the good RNG. So, there's one RNG factor is that every time Proto goes
Acredito que essa seja a última luta do jogo.
down in 2 puzzle slots. One is, as you just saw, right next to this big machine. But other spot is the middle of this room. But every time the proto decide to drop down the middle of the room, you'll lose time, unfortunately. And also, there's another factor can matter in this spot is that because the Proto's HP is fixed and but the Curtis damage varies between like 0 and 48, causes sometimes to end this fight half a cycle early if you're very lucky with the damage. So that's what we call the proto
Mais
quick
uma
kill.
vez,
So
repetir o
if
processo de
we
atirar no
add
bicho.
all those factors up, it can make like 20 to 30 seconds of difference. And the judging by the fact that this game record is like 20 minutes or something is pretty frustrating to do if you're going for a PB grind. So yeah. So I guess there's only one phase left and we'll see whether we got the quick kill or not. So like quick one donation.
Fried SCH donated $50 saying, I love this, my cat loves this, have this money.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
This time.
I basically got the 3 good spawn. Let's see if I get the quick kill. The boss fight would end here if I get the quick kill. Nah. Unfortunately.
It happened.
At least it got 3 good spawns, so that's nice. There we go. 2 shots and that's it.
There you go.
Woo!
Do we really need a clap for that?
Yes.
Yeah, we do. Everybody clap for this.
Yeah.
Everybody clap.
From
Intense.
for not
Intense
falling
boss fight.
until asleep during this fight. So yeah.
Normalmente acabou a luta.
Anyway, we are now done with the Curtis and we will actually play Tomb Raider game again. So this level is called the Aquatic Research Area.
Eu tô com certeza que ele é coreano mesmo, mas
level is called the
eu
Bolter
vou olhar
Fortress.
aqui a descendência daí, só pra confirmar.
It's a water level, but I heard many people like water level because it seems a lot of time it slows the pace down a lot. But in this Age of Darkness, water level can introduce the
Ele é coreano mesmo.
So, as I explained earlier, in this game, walls don't exist, but the floor does. Which means that if you go out of bounds and when there's no more invisible floor or something, actually Lara will just fall to the endless void. But however, if you manage to go to the out of bounds near the water,
To be or not to be
you can
tá
swim
muito
in
bom,
the out of
velho.
bounds. So you can just swim anywhere you want until the air meter drains out. And this introduced a very cool skip in this level. So first, I'm going to clip to this wall here.
O que eu mais gostei foi
This is,
Nira
not
Tomato.
bounds, but the floor
Tá
rails
muito,
don't end here,
tá
so
muito
I'm
melhor
going
na
to
minha
go
opinião.
this spot and go probably wait a second. Okay, a little bit bird, not bad. There you go. I'm going to dive into this specific angle, and as you can see, I'll be swimming in the out of bounds. So now what I'm going to do next is I'll try to hit the end level trigger, which is for the next level, because they are somehow on the same map. So it's probably around here. There we go. The next level was supposed to be a Curtis boss fight level called the Boaz returns, and it's just such a relief that we can skip that. That's so.
Thank God you get
Yeah.
it. That fight.
That boss fight is
Hands
just.
down the worst.
Absolutely the worst.
É incentivo pro Nier
So
Automata
actually, we just skipped the
é decidir o nome do
sprint jump, but we don't really need it because we already have a moon jump.
nome que vai usar.
So take a look at the door. Every time I press quick save, the door will just keep open. That's another Age of Darkness thing. So, that's not a good air control there. I must have fallen lava, so yeah, that's pretty more like it. Now, normally you have to go through this ladder, and because there's a one switch you need to pull off, but we don't have to care about it. That switch is used to deactivate this tripod that's there, but we can, let's see, I can do it properly. There we go.
Nice.
We can just jump over it like this.
Nice.
Now there's only one last level left.
Pra quem
and
tá a
we're just
noite
going
toda
straight
esperando
to the boss
Nier
fight,
Automata,
but we can
essa run já tá
probably
chegando no
last
fim,
time
então
for some donations.
fiquem tranquilos.
Got a $123 donation from Mark Junker. One of my dearest friends was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 30. She was able to fight it off with early detection and the right treatment. I dedicate this donation to Danielle and hope that soon we are able to rid the world of cancer for good.
One more donation, maybe.
$25 donation from Nikasor. I watched Curtis during his introduction hit the ground and crumble.
Ó,
In that
super
moment,
sinais
I knew I had
também.
to donate. Thank you for the squawking laughter you Tomb Raiders have inspired tonight.
Okay, and here's only one last part left. There's a final boss fight. The final boss fight will happen.
Tá rolando
And the
o
last part of the run is
Games
one of
Zone
my
Quick, que é
weakest
um
points,
evento
so
de
I need to
speedruns
focus here.
Yeah.
So
que
I'll let
arrecada
you know.
dinheiro para
Training was
a,
actually happening right now, so
é,
okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Prevent Cancel Foundation.
Normally
E
be
nesse
a
exato
lot
momento tá rolando a
more
speedrun de
but,
Tomb Raider
Plastic
Angel
needs
of
to
Darkness.
focus on the saves because every time
Há pouco tempo atrás acabou a speedrun de Tomb Raider.
Far to the end of the game.
Yeah, the timing for this is really tricky because if you load too late, you'll lose the speed and she won't go high up enough to trigger the end of the level or the end of the game.
We are getting almost there.
So close.
Yeah, this is the angel part I talked about earlier.
Yeah. Couple more.
We're almost there. Get ready to stop the timer.
Yeah.
Anticipation.
Almost.
So close.
So close. Come on.
Oh, come on!
She's getting there.
Oh! I thought it was almost there, so... There we go.
There we go.
Time!
Time.
Woo! So yeah, that was Angel of Darkness. Actually, it was pretty recent that this game came down to like 20 minutes or something. Like, it was still that 2 hours run for like 10 years, and then some people brave enough to play this game, started to route it, and just it went down like 40 minutes to 30 minutes, and now we're at like 20. So it sure came a long way. So.
Definitely. Good
Yeah.
job, Plastic.
Yeah, I should give shout outs to all the Angel of Darkness community, all the people who routed this game. Yeah. Also, thanks to all the Tuner Discord and the couch. Oh, by the way, there's a little one short glitch I want to show off. Can I do it?
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's
It is.
really.
You really want to see it. You really do. It's like a minute.
Unfortunate. So I guess.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
there you go.
We tried.
Yeah. By the way, this game doesn't have any credits for some reason. Anyway, another last fun
Okay.
fact. Okay, thanks everyone.
Thank you, PlasticRainbow, for that awesome run of Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness. Keep that applause going, guys. That was awesome.